Ganondorf. Pitiful man. Without a strong, righteous mind, he could not control the power of the gods, and... Link, listen to me. The tower will collapse soon. With his last breath, Ganondorf is trying to crush us in the ruins of the tower. We need to hurry and escape. Please, follow me.
Let's do what she said and follow her. Ganondorf is dead, but we have an escape to make. Lord knows how he's doing this. I guess he is just a powerful sorcerer. I keep forgetting, like, Ganondorf is a wizard. He's not, like, a sword fighter as opposed to, like, what they make him in future games where, like, he wields swords and everything. Ganondorf is not, like, a warrior, really. He is just a wizard, and I think it's really, like, it's hard to remember that when your frame of reference is, like, growing up with Smash Bros. More than Zelda. Because Smash is, like, how I was first exposed to the character of Ganondorf and Zelda Sheik and Link, etc. I didn't play Zelda until after I'd played Smash, so my frame of reference for Ganondorf was always just that he was worse Captain Falcon. Zelda will automatically open these doors as you get close to him, just don't get lost in that center room where I did, which is actually just the bottom of the boss arena, which is pretty cool. Thanks, Zelda. Alright. Okay, let's not do anything risky like that. Even she was like, don't do that. And I will, you know, who am I to disobey? Did you create the Ring of Fire to protect yourself, or, like, was that just a coincidence that that appeared at that time? We have to fight the same Stalfos we fought before. They're still alive, even though they clearly died and weren't even able to rebuild themselves, so Lord knows how this is working out, but whatever. These ones will rebuild themselves, as you can see by that one's remains still being there, so, like, try to be quick about killing these guys.
Thank you, Link. Now let's hurry.
She'll give you some recovery hearts, which is nice of her. Thanks. Were you just keeping those in your pocket? Alright, we're getting closer to the bottom. You can even sort of make out where we are in relation to the entrance of Ganon's castle if you look around the outside, because, like, you could see the direction of Castletown where we came from before, and I think it's really neat that they bothered to, like, make that sort of consistency here. Alright. Go down here. And get hit by every possible boulder. Well, almost every possible. Are you really gonna wait for me to come back for you, Zelda? Come on. Stop it! I'm getting hit, whatever. I have double defense, Zelda. You have to understand. She's way too worried about this boy. Re-dead. Can't be hurt by light arrows, and he's here on the bridge just to make your life miserable. Get off of me, man. I don't have time for this. Stop! Okay, you know what? Just for that, you're dead. Thank you. Okay. As you can see, I had ample time there. It was fine. Although, we still haven't finished yet, so maybe I should hold my tongue until we're actually out of here, right? Alright. This is the end, though. You can see the sunlight.
It's over. It's finally over. Link, I'm sorry I couldn't help you in the battle before. What is that sound? Ganon. There's no way he's going to hold me back again. This time we fight together.
Ganon. His first action in this fight was to knock the Master Sword away from us. However, we can still harm him with the majority of our weapons, and we can stun him with some of them too, including the light arrow. We can use that to then roll under his tail, and then use either the Megaton Hammer or the Bigoron Sword to deal damage. There we go. You want to avoid his sword attacks. As you can see, they deal a ton of damage. Z-targeting is pretty smart in this fight, so it will know when you can hit his tail or when you can hit his face. So just keep him targeted, and yeah, you should be pretty good to go. The arrows stun him for the longest time. However, you can also stun him using Deku Nuts, the long shot, or Din's Fire. Those are in order of effectiveness, with the light arrows being the most effective. And yeah, Deku Nuts can stun this guy, so there's me telling you how useful Deku Nuts are again, I guess. In case you were wondering if they still had any use this late in the game, the answer is yes. Okay, I managed to get back to his tail again somehow. That's good. You can sort of just strafe him and eventually he'll get back there, but stunning him is the easiest way to handle it. The only issue is you'll be limited by how much of your different things you have that can stun him, so yeah. Ooh, he shot his tail. Nice. Get that thing back down here, come on. There we go. All right. We need to hit him 10 or so times, so there we go. Not a very hard task, I guess.
Link, the Master Sword is here. Hurry up.
Let's do what she said and hurry up. We're re-equipped.
Use the Master Sword. Destroy Ganon with the Sacred Sword.
The Master Sword is the only weapon that can defeat Ganondorf. We still have to deal quite a few hits to him, but like, even if you manage to get him down on his knees, the only weapon that will bring him down is the Master Sword. The Bigoron Sword cannot do the job. Why can you get bombs from these pillars that he can destroy? Those can't, like, stun him as far as I know. Whatever. Oh man, I was hoping he would, like, break his own foot doing that, but nope. He's too smart for that. Aren't you, big guy? I don't know. This fight is not very hard, but I do absolutely adore the vibe of this fight. The music is perfect. I'll let you listen to that real quick. go.
I'm using my power to hold the evil king. You must use your sword and deliver the final blow. Sages now!
Ancient creators of Hyrule. Now, open the sealed door and send the evil incarnation of darkness into the void of the evil realm. You! Curse you, Zelda! Curse you, sages! Curse you, Link! Someday, when the seal is broken, that is when I will exterminate your descendants! As long as the Triforce of Power is in my hand.
Thank you, Link. Thanks to you, Ganondorf has been sealed inside the evil realm. Thus, peace will once again reign in this world, for a time. All the tragedy that has befallen Hyrule was my doing. I was so young, I could not comprehend the consequences of trying to control the sacred realm. I dragged you into it too. Now it is time for me to make up for my mistakes. You must lay the Master Sword to rest and close the Door of Time. However, by doing this, the road between times will be closed. Link, give the Ocarina to me. As a sage, I can return you to your original time with it. When peace returns to Hyrule, it will be time for us to say goodbye. Now, go home, Link. Regain your lost time. Home, where you are supposed to be. The way you are supposed to be. Thank you, Link. Goodbye. Thank you for watching The Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time.
Wow. This Let's Play was one of the things I've ever made. It wasn't bad. I've had a lot of fun making it. I'm happy with how it turned out, and I hope you all enjoyed it too, but there's definitely a lot of changes I'll make going forward for any potential future Zelda Let's Plays. But hey, I had fun, I got to tell a story that I really like, and most importantly of all, I finished a Zelda series! I never in a million years could have seen myself doing that before the reboot, and honestly even after it for a while there. There are obviously some people I want to thank for this LP, starting of course with Trick. Zelda Dungeon, Zelda Wiki, the Zelda Fandom Wiki, and Zelda Speedruns were all incredibly useful sources for this Let's Play for information and for writing my notes. Zelda Dungeon's walkthrough is definitely very, like, early 2010s, but it had a lot of stuff that I didn't even know about that I was able to include in my notes to show because I saw it there, and yeah. I'm always going to be appreciative for sources that allow me to be as informative as I can be in these videos, even if it wasn't the most informative Let's Play of all time this time around. Thank you to everybody in the basement for supporting me while I made this. This Let's Play was a weird one to make. I've never been a huge Zelda fan, and I haven't played the majority of the series, so their support meant a lot, especially when there were things they were more knowledgeable about than me, especially Flora. They loved this game. And especially thanks to my mom and stepdad who kept me housed throughout this Let's Play. I couldn't have lived without them. Yeah. So, this wasn't a happy ending. We're going to be seeing that Link returns to Zelda to warn the royal family about Ganondorf ahead of time, and we know from future games that he's taken seriously. But as I've tried to make clear time and time again, this whole situation is kind of a rough deal for Link. Link was completely robbed of his childhood and his innocence. He can't just return to being a kid after an adventure like this with the things he's seen. Even if, yes, ultimately this ends up meaning that his friends like Saria, Ruto, and Darunia are still alive, he's still experienced them sacrificing themselves like this. He still experienced the horrors in the bottom of the well and the Shadow Temple. He knows he's not a Kokiri and that his mother and father are both dead. He knows the only reason the Great Deku Tree watched out for him was because of his destiny, same for Kaepora Gaebora. In a way, Zelda sending him back to his childhood is one of the cruelest actions she could have possibly taken. And we know from every future appearance that this Link really doesn't get a happy ending at all. It's really sad. But that's about all I have to say. I wanted to get my final thoughts on the story out of the way, and yeah, that's about it. I like this game because it doesn't try to make everything seem like a happy ending, and yeah.
we're not completely done here. I'm not 100% certain if there's going to be a proper bonus video for this Let's Play since I showed the majority of the things I wanted to show, but there will be a video covering the differences in the 3DS version of the game, as well as at some point, and I'm not even going to say in the near future, live streams going over Master Quest. Until then, though, I'll see you back here for something entirely different, and then for a Let's Play of a remake. See you guys then. This scared the hell out of me. If you wait long enough on the end screen, it will play like something that you played for Banuru and not Pierre, or maybe for Pierre and not Banuru, either way. Absolutely scared the shit out of me because it started playing as I was checking the end of the recording for the last video. Oh, it cycles through them in the different instrument sound fonts too, by the way. It scared the shit out of me again. Without a strong, righteous mind, he could not control the power of the gods, and...
Say that to my face, bitch.